Hello, superfans. Welcome to Alberta News and Views. There's lots going on today, so let's jump right into it. I'm going to show you a great video clip here from Jordan Peterson. He's interviewing Jim Balsillie. He is a co-founder of BlackBerry, for all of you out there that don't know. Very intelligent, very wealthy man. They're talking about how the Canadian dollar could get as low as 50 cents American this year. They're talking about the free fall of Canada if Mark Carney gets in, if another liberal style government is in power, and it is right now, gets another 4 years or 8 years, whatever, it doesn't matter. First, I'm going to show you a few little tidbits to support what they are saying. This is from David Jacobs. Give him a follow. Very intelligent man, has lots of great stuff. He's a doctor. He's part of the Ontario Association of Radiologists, governor and council member of University of Toronto. Anyway, he says, Mexico, we are behind Mexico in real GDP per capita growth, and Canadians are excited to re-elect the Liberals. I just don't get it. None of us get it, because what's going on right now is we have a government that lies, cheats, and steals. So it's going to continue on, and I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff to support that as well. So this is the chart. The USA is up here at 18.2%. Now, the important part to look at is Mexico is at 3.2% GDP growth, and Canada is 1.4%. Now, this can tell you right here how well our dollar is doing, because this is a prosperity chart. I'm telling all of you, I've been screaming this for over a year, over 2 years. All roads lead to Western independence. We are reaching the end now. This is what you can see it. You can see it in our society. You can see it on our paychecks. Everything we do now, you can see in Canada that nothing is making sense anymore. And it's not making sense anymore because our social structures are collapsing under our feet, under the weight of corruption and infiltration and immigration. All of these things. We are not a prosperous nation anymore. The Canada you're thinking of is nostalgia. It is gone. This is today from CTV, the Red Star Media in Canada. Canada should raise retirement age to 67 to address labor shortages. This translates to Canada should raise retirement age to 67 to support retirement and all of the social programs, because the only people supporting this country right now are the actual Canadians of old that are left, that haven't fled in record numbers, I might add, to Mexico and the United States or greener pastures, because all of the people that have left already are educated. They see the writing on the wall. They know what is happening because they pay taxes. They see it on their paycheck. So they went somewhere else, just like Mark Carney did with Brookfield. He sent it to the United States so his shareholders and everybody attached to it could be more prosperous, because Canada is not prosperous anymore. So this is from the Enchanting Cat Canada. Jordan Peterson and Jim Balsillie discuss the abysmal state of Canada, its currency economic freefall, and the disparity in comparison to the United States. Quote, we'll become Puerto Rico. We'll be very poor. We'll have no political representation. We will have no clout. We will have nothing. All roads lead to Western independence. Listen to this.
10 years, 15 years ago, Canada was at parity, equal with the U.S., or even slightly ahead. And now we're...
The divergence is...
60 cents to the American dollar.
Catastrophic.
Right. And the direction is downward. So the Americans are going to get richer, and the Canadians are going to get poorer. And we could be in a situation in 5 years where we're half as wealthy as the Americans. We're already 60% as wealthy.
Could happen this year.
It could happen this year.
Sure.
Okay, so what do you think, if we don't wake up and we look out 10 years, what's the difference between Canada and the U.S. economically?
Well, as I've said rhetorically, we become Puerto Rico without a passport. We'll be very poor in terms of quality of life and what we can buy, and no political representation, no clout. And we have a beautiful country that both you and I love, but it's an expensive country. So if you don't have the prosperity, you can't pay for the health care, the public safety, the social
heat,
services, the heat, all the
transportation,
things, all the things that we value of being a prosperous, sophisticated country. And we've seen those come under stress in this last era.
And that's what I'm talking about, is the Canada, your nostalgia Canada that you were thinking of is gone. She gone. Continuing on. So China is imposing 100% tariffs on Canadian canola tomorrow. And silence from our government. Complete silence. This is from the food processor. Give him a follow. He also has very good stuff. China has executed 4 Canadians and is now imposing tariffs on Canadian canola, pork, lobster, and seafood. Many Canadians are boycotting American products right now. What about China? Doug Ford was just talking about being tough and all this on the United States. Where is our government? Where are our politicians, our representatives talking about this? This is devastating. And kudos to Scott Moe, who is blasting China and our government because of the lack thereof a response for what they are doing. From Ryan Garrettson. Hey, Ford Nation, there are 86 Chinese alcohol products in the LCBO. You banned U.S.-made liquor because of tariffs. When can we expect the same decision for Chinese-made products? They just added 100% tariff on canola, along with 25% on seafood and pork. And it's true. Where are all of the social media pictures of these empty shelves with no Chinese products on it? There's a reason. It's right here. Easy Wikipedia Google search. Interference in 2019 and 2021 federal elections. In February 2023, CSIS concluded that the Chinese government interfered in the 2019 and 2021 elections. In May 2024, an official probe by Parliament's Foreign Interference Commission found that China interfered in both elections. And what happened? Nothing happened. Nobody resigned. Nobody was held accountable. Nobody got a snap election of a free, fair democracy for the Canadian people. We got nothing. Just like right now, we are still getting nothing. No justice at all. How is this for transparency? Check this out. So it seems that under Mark Carney, the PMO has done away with publishing daily itineraries. Here's an archive screenshot from Trudeau then and Carney now. It used to have itineraries, and now it has been removed. Canada is under a dark shroud now. This is what I'm saying, where we are approaching and we are able to see the end on the horizon. All roads lead to Western independence. Regardless of what you think of Jordan Peterson or anybody like Jordan Peterson, when they start dropping facts, I suggest you listen. You start listening to everybody that is dropping facts, regardless of their political background, because that's where we're at right now. You need to arm yourself with the facts and information so you can stand your ground when you need it the most. You can start telling the truth, because the truth is the absolute truth all the time. Canada is where it is right now because we have lack of leadership. And I truly mean that. Leaders are meant to inspire movements, inspire change. They're supposed to be inspirational individuals. We haven't had anything like that in a very long time globally. Instead, we have politicians screaming change, but what they mean by change is just their own ideological agendas that they would force on people. Nobody elected this Canada. Nobody voted for this Canada. Justin Trudeau always said, when he was questioned about it, he said, well, this is what they voted for because it's me, it's my brain, it's my ideology. Rachel Notley did the exact same thing in Canada. She forced the carbon tax on us. Nobody voted for the carbon tax when she was elected, and it was a political vote. It was from a protest vote. That is the only thing. So the very first thing she did is she implemented a carbon tax, and everybody complained. And then she said, well, that's what I meant when I said environmental change. They just categorize it and they do what they want, and everybody is doing what they want. And the reason, and no coincidence, that all of these countries right now with all of the immigration and all the exact same problems, they are all part of the same organizations, the same bullshit numbered accounts that have been funneling money and stealing taxpayer dollars. They are all part of the same groups. All of these leaders, these prime ministers, these presidents, for the last 10 years, have infiltrated government and forced bullshit ideology and a fake agenda on people. And why? For control. 100% for control and to force in a digital new age. It's easy. You can look it up. The way out of this is with independence. It's with a hammer. It's with independence. That is what changes with inspirational leaders that actually have a path forward. The big thing I hear people say too is I just don't know what to do anymore. Because voting will not change this. You're right. Voting in a new prime minister, it's not going to change the corruption in Canada. It's systemic. The only way is to fracture Canada to make it smaller. All the provinces take care of themselves, and it's going to take a hammer and a real strong, charismatic, inspirational leader. Because the people that push revolution and truth are the 18 to 25-year-olds. And right now, the 18 and 25-year-olds are not working. They're choosing to sit. And I don't blame them one bit. Work used to pay in Canada. You used to go to work because you were way better off than collecting benefits. Well, now it's about pretty much on par. You can sit on your ass now and make just as much money on benefits as you can working full time because of taxes. You see what's happening is the socialism now has taken over. So the next baby step to keep people from fleeing is full-on communism, and they're going to keep them here. And all you have to do is look to British Columbia with Bill 7, I believe it is, David Eby giving himself sweeping powers for the next 2 years to cover up the bullshit drug policy that he has implemented. The government drugs getting into illegal drug dealers' hands and reselling it or selling it. Taxpayer-funded drug cartel. It is unbelievable. I'm going to keep you updated with as much as I can when I can. All of you out there, like, share, and take care.